Lady exposes popular married celebrity for infecting her with HIV. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me see. So a South African woman identified as Lebo Motsumi has recounted how she got infected with HIV after having an affair with a married celebrity. Well, bitch, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? That God was going to bless that? But let me finish. In a series of posts shared on X, Lebo, who is now an HIV and teens coach, narrated how she met the celebrity at the club when she was 17 years old. Okay. She says she began having unprotected sex unknown to her. He was HIV positive and was sleeping with her to infect her with the virus. So this is going on in Ghana. So a lot of this same stuff happens over here in America. Lebo, who has been living with the virus for 14 years, shared her story to encourage other people to avoid unprotected sex and encourage them to get tested periodically. Okay. It's worth noting that she said celebrity singer Tabogo Umlovu, I probably slaughtered that, better known as Zombo, passed away in February of 2008, presumably from the deadly virus. Okay. She goes on to say how she got infected. She was 17. Her friends and her went to a club to watch a performance by Chomi. During the performance, she spotted Zumbo and he was winking at her. She had noticed he lost a lot of weight. Well, she's like, screw it, people lose weight, so it wasn't a big deal. He approached her, asked her for her phone numbers, and she gave them to him. They hugged, and everything was what it was. So, growing up, she wanted to be famous, and she saw this as her ticket to fame. Well, there you go, bitch. Like, what did you think was going to happen that you were just going to catch? Anyways, all I could think about were headlines in different newspapers, magazines. Wow, she was that desperate that she wanted to get pregnant by this man. Just so she could be a star. Lord have mercy. They spoke on the phone for a couple days, planned to meet. He came to the house. She lived alone. They had unprotected sex, and she really didn't mind because she had a plan. Little did she know, he also had his own plan, which was to infect her with HIV on purpose. Of course, the relationship was not built on love. She wanted fame, and he just wanted that thing. They did it everywhere and anywhere, mostly in his white Golf 1. I remember the wife would call me to leave him alone. Did I listen? Nah, I was on a mission. To date, I feel she was warning me, but at the time, I really didn't care. I wanted the fame. So you go ahead and you're chasing that, see, this story to me is just proving why. You go chasing things the wrong way, and this is the consequences for what you did. Like, first of all, you decided you wanted to go out there and sleep with a married man. Then, second of all, you wanted to use him for whatever he had. So months later, he got ill and he was admitted into Sunninghill Hospital and told me he had TB. I still had nothing, and when he recovered, we continued to do it. I would even feed his drug addiction and with my school fees money. Wow. So then it flipped. So then you started paying for his stuff when you thought you was finna get his. Interesting. So she got pregnant. She was excited. She called to tell him, and he denied the pregnancy. After some time, 6 to 7 months, I decided to have an abortion at a backstreet clinic. At 6 or 7 months. Good Lord. He reached out to me and asked me to watch a music show. I think it's called Live Amp now. He appeared on the show sitting on a wheelchair. He then disclosed his HIV status and mentioned he went around spreading the virus because he didn't want to die alone. God dang. Now, you probably thinking the first thing I would do is test. Nope, I thought I was immune to getting infected with HIV. I just never associated myself with the virus. Bitch, you were in denial. He told you. And then the cold part is to tell you to turn. He didn't even tell you in person. Told you to turn on the TV. How do I know he infected me? At 16, I was pregnant, and after giving birth to a premature baby, after trying to abort, I tested negative for HIV. And Zombo was the next person I slept with after the burial of my son. HIV doesn't have a face, and it can happen to anyone. Let's start testing regularly with our partners. Now, hold up. Let me go back. Wait a minute. How did I know he infected me? Because at 16, I was pregnant. And after giving birth to a premature baby, after trying to abort it, I tested negative for HIV. And Zombo was the next person I slept with after the burial of my son. And you was finna go through the whole process again. My Lord. This is her. She says, I'm still here. Click on her here. And this is her page. So you want to warn other girls because you were just using him to get what you wanted. You had already had 2 children that were not here anymore. I mean, girl, your life, you was just doing too damn much. That's just my opinion. I don't care if you like it. I think this girl was doing too much. And the way that she was leading her life was the end result of why she's in the condition that she's in now.